Who ruined your family Christmas this year, and what did they do? My manager, who told everyone that they had to work today and gave himself the day off. My dad cheated on my mom for the 4th time and she left him, so this Christmas will be interesting. So ho was forgivable, but not a 4th one? It's Christmas morning and I can hear my nephew, who lives in the apartment downstairs, throwing a temper tantrum because he thinks his sister got larger gifts from Santa this year. His dad, are you joking right now? You better be joking. Say just kidding. Oh my god, tell me he's kidding. It's 8 a.m. Christmas got cancelled due to the parents having an argument in the morning. Told everyone not to come. Spent Christmas with my cat. Eating Uber Eats. My wife. A couple weeks ago she broke the news to me that she had an affair at the beginning of this year, and wants a divorce. Hey, as someone who went through infidelity and divorce, if you need someone to talk to or just to vent, DM me. I'm happy to try to be supporting in this really tough time. My mother got belligerently drunk, locked herself in the closet, and claimed she was going to end her life. Then she vomited and my dad and I were trying to drag her into her bed. She then proceeded to get violent with me and kicked me in the face. Myself. Ate takeaway curry last night and got food poisoning, so I've spent the entire day at home hugging the toilet bowl. On the plus side, my abdominals are gonna look fierce tomorrow. So there's that. Gym owners hate this one simple trick. My mom died last week. My dad died 6 years ago. This is my first holiday without a parent. Edit. Wow, I just came back and saw this. This outpouring is mind-blowing. Thank you all. I only ask that you find the people in your life that need such love and share it as freely. Woke up at 4:30 a.m. to the sound of my dog throwing up. After cleaning up and snuggling with him, 6 a.m. rolls around and he starts having shallow breathing. Been sitting in the vet parking lot since then and waiting for his exam to finish after being diagnosed with pneumonia and a $900 bill. Update: Brownie is doing much better and is on antibiotics. According to the vet, he should be feeling much better in the next 24 to 48 hours. Pick of the culprit when we got home. Edit. Thank you all for the kind words. I've responded to several of you generous and lovely humans already, but figured I'd make a general statement here. I really appreciate your offers to help chip in for the vet bill, but we are fortunate enough to have emergency savings ready for this very thing. Please, please, please consider donating whatever you were thinking to your local animal shelter though. That would mean so much to Brownie and me. Not every pet is as lucky as Brownie is, to have a loving forever home to take care of them when they get sick. Last week, FedEx delivered some of the gifts I'd ordered, but instead of placing them on my porch, they left them behind my vehicle in the driveway. I subsequently backed over them when I went to get groceries. Edit 1 to try and answer some common questions from the comments. Holiday not really ruined, just a frustrating turn of events. No kids, indoor-only pets. Long, private drive separated by several hundred feet of woods in each direction from neighbors. Packages were small enough to pass beneath the bumper of the truck, and positioned close enough that they could not be seen from the rear and side view mirrors. I live in a remote enough location that porch pirates are a non-issue. Edit 2 I appreciate the condolences, but I urge everyone to remember that the people delivering these packages are going through a lot right now. I can't imagine the stress of working during a shipping season of unprecedented volume, let alone making it through a year like this, when nearly every tiny bit of normalcy we experience falls on them to deliver. A lot of these folks are probably seasonal temps just trying to do whatever they can to make ends meet during these trying economic times. If I was responsible for carrying the happiness of hundreds of people on my shoulders every day, I'd probably do something like this myself. They're just things anyways, and things are replaceable. And fleeting frustrations will fade to fonder memories that we can laugh at down the line. Happy holidays to all, and blessings to you and yours in the coming year. I found out my wife was cheating on me at 11:30 p.m. Christmas Eve while we were at her parents' house. I packed up my stuff, walked right by her family who didn't know what was going on, and drove 6 hours in a crazy rainstorm to my parents' house. So there's that. Everyone except me this time. Everyone is yelling at one another while I'm here writing this comment, hoping everyone will stay calm more than 3 minutes. Not this year, but last year my older sister was being a bitch and talking down to me. Seriously, when was the last time I even talked to you? My reply, I'm not sure. Maybe it was at your wedding a few months ago? She got married in May, divorced by July, now sitting next to her new boyfriend that she's introducing to us for the first time. They left. My parents were pissed. I had a great time. Right, so, my sister and I have never gotten along very well. She got engaged and married within maybe 4 to 5 months when she was 21. We went wedding dress shopping on Valentine's Day, wedding at the end of May. By the 4th of July, her new husband moved out of their house and in with his parents. The divorce wasn't officially finalized until the next Valentine's Day. So technically, this was while she was still legally married. She quickly met a new guy and decided to bring him to Christmas. The new boyfriend had a few beers and started acting like a jackass. He pointed to the semicolon tattoo I have on my wrist and said, "Doesn't that mean you got raped?" She laughed. I did not. A bit of time passed and she started picking on me. Just being mean to impress her new BF. So I brought up the wedding. Everyone went dead silent for a second. The boyfriend laughed. She did not. She grabbed him by the arm and said, "We're leaving." And they did. Edit. A lot of people have been asking about the semicolon tattoo. It's a symbol for mental health. When writing, an author can choose to use a period to end a sentence, or they could choose to use a semicolon to pause the sentence and continue on. It represents the choice to pause and continue living. Many people decide to get a semicolon tattoo to show they are a survivor. For others, it shows solidarity and support for those who are struggling. Your sister sounds like a real pleasant person. Doesn't that mean you got raped? Who the fuck says something like that? Your sister and her new BF seem to deserve each other. Good for you for standing up for yourself. Just for anyone else who had to look it up or wants to know, a semicolon tattoo is a mark of solidarity for suicide awareness and care and such. My husband died of cancer at Thanksgiving, so let's just move to January already. The definition of a fucked up everything. Edit. Sending out hugs and a huge thank you for all the love and kindness you have sent my way. I know I am going to be alright. I know it's going to take time, some steps harder than others. Peace to you all. Even the wholesome award guy, you odd bugger you. Edit 2. A lot of replies are coming from people who have also lost loved one. I encourage you to reach out to some of the other sites like r/grieving or r/widowers. These have insightful commenters who share these awful experiences and can help you express your pain, and hopefully find some healing in it. My cluster headaches made appearance after 2 months of quiet. Fuckers. No one ruined Christmas, but my granddad has been in the hospital for almost 2 weeks and unfortunately, he can't be home for Christmas. We've never had a Christmas without him for all 20 years of my life. Due to COVID, we can't visit either. Gave him a call this morning and it put a lump in my throat. He mentioned he got a gift from the ward which got him emotional and nearly got me in tears. He calmed down and started to tell me about the turkey dinner he's having today, which he's excited about. Good news though, he should be home before New Year. My cousin, who bought Chic Fil A so he wouldn't have to eat our homemade meals, announced upon arriving he wasn't helping with anything, tried to trip acid all day on Christmas Eve, got drunk before noon by himself on that same day when I told him no Christmas hallucinogens, and drunkenly screamed in my face when I told him to clean up his dishes and beer cans. No Christmas hallucinogens. There's a phrase I've never seen before. My dad killed himself in August. I cried at 6 a.m. because it's my first Christmas without him. Edit. Thank you to everyone who wished me well, and I'm sorry to everyone who also lost someone important to them and are struggling this Christmas. After losing my brother in May, then my father in August, I can say that 2020 is the worst year of my life. But everyone's comments have warmed my heart. And to anyone who is considering suicide, please don't do it. You are loved, even if it doesn't feel like it. Please don't kill yourself. The suicide hotline number is 1-800-273-8255. Please call it or talk to someone about it. My mom committed suicide in 1998. It will get less awful, but it's a long road. The only way forward is to go through it. You can, and you will, but sometimes it will suck a lot. I'm so sorry. PM me if you ever need the ear of someone who's further down the same road. Hugs to you. ETA. Wow. I am overwhelmed by the upvotes, awards and replies. I wish this comment didn't resonate so hard for so many of us, and I'm so sorry for everyone with this pain in their lives, and glad if my words helped at all. Please know there are always more of those moments of support and inspiration in your future. I know firsthand how hard the struggle can be. I also know that if we are patient and can bear this moment, it makes those future moments of less pain, more connection and possibly even happiness possible. Stay here and just breathe. If that's all you can do right now, it's still enough. It will get you through. Be patient and breathe. It's enough right now. Cancer. My mom passed in early July. First year without her. My brother and I visited grandma, like every year, but this time without our mom. But the feeling just isn't the same anymore. Edit. Thank you for all the nice comments. I read every single one, but there are just too many to reply to everyone. You made my Christmas special. My father-in-law died from COVID yesterday. Definitely dampens the Christmas spirit around here. My body, I guess. I have a condition that is rapidly worsening, and on Christmas Eve my doctor told me it's gotten so bad I may need to be in urgent care at the hospital on Tuesday. It's all I've been thinking about, I can't even sleep. Fucking Travis. My friend is remodeling his kitchen and living room. Well, Travis, who does HVAC and electrical work, decided that it would be no big deal to go to work knowing that his wife was sick with COVID. He exposed my dad, who's a painter, and my friend's dad, who's a carpenter. Now we all have to be without our dad. Fucking Travis, you suck. My mom's denial of her bipolar disorder. She is in full manic mode. I traveled 8 hours from another country to be with my parents on Christmas. I was supposed to stay for almost 2 weeks, but the atmosphere was so toxic I had to get out after 3 days. I told them I'm leaving. I couldn't handle her screaming and aggressivity and overall nastiness. I want to help her so badly, but she flat out screamed to my face that she isn't ill. This is who she is. I have my own mental health issues and I couldn't take it anymore because she was pouring verbal poison into me every minute I was with her. I sat on a bus back home and arrived at 3 a.m. to my apartment, to spend Christmas alone. I'm a mom with bipolar disorder, and stuff like this is why I take my mental health so seriously. I watched untreated mental illness destroy my aunt's relationship with her kids. I don't want my son's childhoods ruined by memories of a crazy mother. They didn't ask for that. They deserve better, and so do you. Edit. Thank you so much for the awards and kind words, everyone. Mom hugs for everyone. I got fired a week ago. For doing my job and giving everything to my company. Fuck you, Aaron. Edit. Reddit, you done made my Christmas a whole lot brighter with your flurry of fuck you, Aaron. Thanks for being such an awesome community. Less than 3. Sorry dude. Fuck Aaron, all my homies hate Aaron. Well, I got left with building every single toy set for my nephew. And these aren't simple plug-in things. Booklets with 7 bags of screws and wooden dowels that I have to twist and fit perfectly. It's 6M and I still have 1 left. But that will have to wait. Save that last one to do with him. That could mean more to him than the gift itself. It really depends on how old they are. For a 2-year-old, merely removing a toy from a clamshell case is an infuriating delay. I once had to build an IKEA table set for my child at 18 months and it was annoying for both of us. I stole my family's stockings and replaced them with coal. My mom couldn't stop laughing. My dad was annoyed and my brother indifferent. For once no one has ruined my Christmas, but my sister is still supposed to come round and we've not been on the same page ever. Edit. Thank you for the silver. No one. I have no one to celebrate it with, so. Edit. Thank you all. All 13 fucking thousand of you who took the time to like and comment on this little, insignificant, throwaway comment about me being alone on Christmas. You are good people. I know we spend a lot of time here on Reddit arguing, and downright trolling each other. But I have to admit, I am quite humbled by this response and I have no clue how to respond back other than at stupid little thank you. So thank you. If you are reading this, thank you, from the bottom of my heart. Your effort is much appreciated. And I hope that regardless of situation, you've had a happy Christmas too. Love. Technocratic Wardens. My mom decided that is better for her and me, that she is going to spend these holidays with her much younger boyfriend, 15 to 17-year difference, in another city, while her second husband, my stepdad, is in a different country trying to work for us so he can help us with money and shit. So here I am, barely 18, spending my first Christmas and New Year's Eve alone. I was planning to go spend Christmas with my mom and dad this year after my 9-year engagement broke off just before Christmas. I just moved out, so I'm alone for the first time in 9 years. Then my dog got a stomach bug. He woke me up 3 times at night to go outside for a poo. He usually sleeps through the night no problem. And I discovered a pile of puke on his dog bed. It's not his fault, but I don't know if I can go anywhere today. Edit. 9-year relationship and engaged for a year and a half. My 5-year-old opening his new Nintendo Switch and immediately dropping one of the controllers into my wife's coffee. Literally 1.2 seconds from opening to WTF. Edit. For the haters, no, it wasn't really his fault. He picked it up out of the box. It was in a plastic sleeve. It slid out of the sleeve and into the cup. I got my NES at age 5 in 1987. 5 is not too young for him to get a Nintendo that is really for the entire family. Maybe I'm getting old person syndrome at 24. But does a 5-year-old really need a Switch? Or is it a family thing? Yes. A 5-year-old does need a Switch. How else is a parent supposed to pummel their kid at Mario Kart? Life lessons have to begin early. The day is only complete in Australia and Eastern Asia. Give us a chance for a fucked up daymate. Me. Woke up at 10 a.m. hungover and I've only just stopped throwing up. Edit. It was 3 hours. Merry Christmas to everyone. My dad gives me clothes that are a size small and calls it motivation to lose weight. Edit. I am not obese, lol, just chubby. I mostly wear a medium. Edit number 2. Thank you everyone for your kindness and for sharing your stories. Knowing that I am not alone has really made my Christmas so much better. Y'all have given me confidence to try to make his behavior stop. My cousin exposed our entire extended family of generational abuse and trauma, and like a good old traumatized family, all the adults carried on like normal and the kids are seeking therapy. Simply don't have anyone to celebrate it with. Myself. For always acting like it is okay to do all the work, all the planning, all the present buying, etc. So now no one tries to make it special for me and I am just tired of doing all the work, so I don't.